Okay guys, back out on the bank, and today no BFS gear. So it's probably the first proper session, certainly for a good while, where I've had the pike gear out. So I'm going to come to a stretch that has held fish in the past. I don't know what it's going to be like today. The water's certainly got a bit of colour in it. I've got a couple of lures that I've just recently made to give a bit of a test swim, and then we've also got some of the Kofi Perch, the LMAB lures, to give a swim as well. I think the 18cm ones I've got. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video guys. It's nice to be back out with big gear again, and yeah, I'll catch you on the bank soon. Cheers guys. Okay guys, so first off we're gonna go with this lot, which is one of the ones I've recently made. We'll give this a bit of a test swim first. There's a lot of colour in the water in here, there usually is, and I've got two of these with me. I've got one that's looks like this one, which is nice and bright, and I've got another one which is kind of a perch pattern, which to be fair is also fairly bright. It was meant to be an actual paint job, but it kind of turned out to be a bit more of a fire tiger, so we'll start with this one. It's kind of a glide bait, jerk bait type thing. There's a video of me making this as well, which will be I think I'll do that separately. So I think we'll have the making video separate, because it's probably going to be a bit longer, and then we'll probably have a few test sessions, because usually it takes a little while to hook up, contrary to what YouTube normally tells you. So we'll give this a few casts. I don't know if you can see the swimming action there on the video, but I can see it and it looks good. Pleased with that. I have had a couple of casts with this already, so I know the action's kind of just what I was aiming for, really. To adjust the camera. They've got that kind of side to side action, which is really nice. So they're kind of it's not a really light lure, it's about probably 50 grams I reckon. So I'm using the light pike setup today. Obviously depending how quickly you retrieve it, you get a slightly different action. Nice kind of wide sweeps with a slower retrieve, and then you can kind of get it to dart around if you speed up the retrieve, and you can get it stuck in weed and pick up crap just like that. So get rid of that stuff. So this is, see that the rain's coming now. This is obviously a pretty derivative design. It's not one I could claim by any stretch, but I have got a few of the lures by that particular company, and as good as they are, I just wanted to change the action a little bit, so make it a little bit heavier, make it a bit quicker. And I've also got, oh wow, here really does come the rain. I've also got one on the way that I'm working on, which has got a lip on the front as well, so having that same size but with a diving action, which I think would be pretty cool. Right, might just go and find a bridge while this little storm passes overhead. I think it's just going to be a shower. There's no point standing in it for the sake of it. Let's go have a few casts under the bridge while this moves off. Just got a couple of hours, so just want to see if I can connect with these and just give them a bit more of a test. start here. See, that's, I don't know if that showed up on camera, but that's exactly the reason why we use heavy braid and very heavy leaders when you cast into the bushes. It's got a nice action just for a little jerk as well. You can just get it to flash side to side. That's good. So I particularly like the colour of this one. I think this one's called Zander Skin. But I thought just as a general, yeah, as a general kind of pattern, it look really good. Much more natural than some of the others. I've picked up what is classed as a natural perch as well, but I think this, for me, looks like the better skin pattern actually. So certainly the water is coloured, but it's not filthy here. So that looks like a promising pattern. But so I've got one that's weighted, only lightly weighted, and this one that's just shallow rigged. So this has got no extra weight on other than the lure itself. And to be honest, for the canal, I wouldn't have thought it needed much more. So this will just do a really slow retrieve. Oh yeah, lots of action in the tail. So on this one, this has just got a little single. It might be a 2/0, it might be a 1/0. I can't quite remember. Just one treble in the middle on that shallow rig. So if we start getting tail bites and stuff like that, I'll probably change something over. But yeah, for the time being, I thought that's plenty. Just that single treble in the middle. It's not a massive lure, and mostly, not always, but most of the time, pike do tend to strike the middle of the head on the lures. So how's this one working? It's kind of feeling like it's pulling weed, but I don't think it is. I think it might be. I think it's that tail. That tail is just generating so much drag, it's crazy. For the size of the lure, I can see why people are getting enthusiastic about them. So I'm just casting back over the spot I went over that first lure, and it's really pulling on there, generating a lot of resistance. I haven't put any rattles in these. Not sure I will bother, to be honest. may do. If it was slightly bigger, maybe on the bigger version, but I think there's plenty of side to side, plenty of vibration. I don't think we need to jam them with rattles. Right, let's go and find another spot. But that, if I had to put money on something catching today, even with my own handmade lures, I think I might go for this one, you know. So let's walk down a bit. Let's have a couple of casts along the bank here. It's starting to rain again quite nicely, so I might go and find a spot which I can cast out the trees from with a little bit more shelter. So we'll try this next. So this is one of my kind of mini-burt style lures. And this, as a rule, is it's always been a good colour combination for me, certainly in these kind of conditions. It's not particularly natural, but it does obviously stand out quite nicely. This will be good for casting around some of those boats as well, I think. Oh, yeah. So this lure has got single inline hooks on it. Oh, wow, that was a nice pike strike. Completely missed it. Oh, okay. So, judging by its back and what I've just seen there, by no means was it massive, but that was probably a £5 fish maybe. And based on the fact we've just had 2 boats go through, and the water does now definitely resemble something out of Willy Wonka's factory, we'll stick with this one and see what goes. I might put a head banger on. I've got a little white head banger as well, which would be quite good in these conditions. So it's got a lot of noise. But that said, I do like the action of these kind of mini burt style lures, because they just give me a little bit of a jerk and a pop, and then they just kind of sink back down. And same again, I've had so many pike on these. They're kind of the mid-size, medium size, the little tiny things, but yeah, that kind of £4 or £5 canal pike size, they do seem to just dial into these for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to say all of that, and then that's going to be it, isn't it? The only bit of action I get is that one that that one that missed it just there. Not to worry. But it's a good sign though, because I know they're feeding at least. And again, like the other one, oh, that's it. That's that fish. There we go. But that's the same one. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a strong fish. Ooh. Let's just see if we can get that unhooked very quickly. There we go. Hopefully that was on the camera. Awesome. I'll tell you what we'll do. Just put that back in the water for a minute. And we'll get the net out. We'll get the mat out and have a quick look and a quick measure. just as it starts to belt it down again. And this is where I'd really appreciate my my waterproof trousers, I think. So again, it's not massive, they aren't in the canals here. That's just, feels like he's going to flip. Let's just see if we can encourage him not to flip. So according to the map, he's about 65 centimetres. But that is a really nice canal pike, and well taken on those little single inline treble hooks. Oh, and there we go, flips back into the net. So we'll give that chap, he didn't put up much of a fight, caught right on the edge. So we'll just give him a minute to recover. And we'll see if we can find any more, but yeah. That was the one I think I missed before, so I think £4 might be generous. Between £3 and £4 I would have said. It might touch 4.5, but no more than that. Very aggressive take. Off he goes. Or she. Excellent. Tenny. No fish here. Keep walking. Keep moving. Nothing to see here. Oh, sign we're in. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Do you want it? My net's just there, look. It's barely hooked, I think.
Tiny pike. Do you want to keep it taut?
Thanks, mate.
I thought I'd snap.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't think it's barely hooked.
This bit further.
So, there's fish here. There's there's a fish. Yeah, I'm just dropping it down the side of the boat. 1-0. Go on, let go. Difficulty with the smaller ones are that there we go. Just through through the gills, but hooked through it might just caught them a little bit. It's a lovely condition. It's really nice condition. Not a mark on it. Yeah, really nice. It completely inhaled that spinner. There we go. Noisy spinner does the trick. Hi guys, so we've had a bit of an outing for pike and a little bit of action. We've also, I mean, it was predominantly I wanted to come out and test these lures, which I have done, so I'm really happy with the way they work. Didn't catch on them this time, but we will. Caught on the other ones though, which is always good, so it's a win-win. So we'll probably make a few more of these lures, I think. A few different styles. Try some with bills on, with wobblers and all that kind of good stuff. See how we get on. Anyway, thanks for watching. There'll be more pike stuff to come. It's definitely that kind of time of year. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and yeah, see you on the back soon.